Rockies and the snowy foothills of the Rockies here in Denver, Colorado. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the New York Jets and the Denver Broncos. Play clock winding down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And this is Ertz with it, right side. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Now a play fake here on first down. This is Coleman with a grab. It's a gain of 24 that time. And that's good for a Jet first down. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you... And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Watch it now, Barney! Set! Leopard!
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And if this offense is going to flow today, certainly the running back will be a key piece.
Without a doubt, because they ask their runner to not just do that, but to block, to catch, to help set a tone for their offense.
Hurry up, here we go!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. 23 yards on the play.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Back to throw now on first down. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. Carter, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
Now let's go.
And they still need 10 yards here to find pay dirt. It's second and goal from the 10. And he pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Disastrous outcome there on third and goal. They lose 9 yards on the sack. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So the opening drive for them here on their home turf results in a field goal.
Now that's the way you want to get things started. Your stadium, your crowd, you've got the ball. Put points on the board first and let everyone start to celebrate.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. So out now come the Jets. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Couple of Broncos there in on the tackle. And here are the defensive starters. In your old position, you get to talk about the secondary.
The best athletes on the field, Brandon.
Debatable.
Yeah, well, we'll see how this goes today. I love the way you put my guys down. But you know this. They've got to cover, and they have to tackle. They have a heck of a task in front of them in this game.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Now the punter, Sam Martin, called on to kick it away here. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Fielded at about the 28. And an alley to run. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great play there. 71 yards. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. And we always talk about kick returns being so exciting. On kickoffs, punt return almost equally exciting.
And typically we talk about the kickoff return being the most exciting 10 seconds in football. Let's just cut it in half for a punt return and make it the most exciting 5 seconds in football. It's a great, glamorous, dashing play.
The New York set to take the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Detroit!
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
And that's the kind of pass that adds up over time, Brandon. You may not have picked up a first down there, but if you keep chipping away at it, eventually big plays may result.
Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he connects with Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this is Ertz with it, right side. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his 3rd catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. 5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. They'll look to throw here. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. One receiver to the left is Evans. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he comes back with one complete. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
This will be caught inside the 10. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Now a play fake here on first down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and goal. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They come up in an offset eye.
Here we go now.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Mike Evans from 3 yards out. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. And Charles, the defender, was there. He just didn't get it.
Sometimes these plays turn into basketball in a sense. With 2 guys going up for the football, which guy's going to box the other away from it and grab it?
Yeah, I know you hear it a lot, but it's just the will to get it, right?
Oh, without a doubt. The will as well as some really nice touch on the ball that was thrown.
And some talent, too. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yeah,
run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this one is incomplete. Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. This is taken at the 15. Muscles him off. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Jets take possession. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
So 2nd and 10 here. 5 wides in the game. 4 of them to the right side. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And a great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
So an excellent throw and an excellent catch there.
Zone coverage, which means you just have to find the open areas in between defenders, is exactly what happened on that play.
Derrick Henry. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking. Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Goes underneath for Henry. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that? It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down. Let's just go ahead and go back through that play with his eyes, because he's got to read his keys. Run or pass right off the top. You're probably going to read an offensive lineman to see if he sets up in pass protection, if he fires out for a running play. The next thing is you're going to check and see what the back's going to do, and if he ends up with the football, okay, now you got to check and see. Does an offensive lineman come downfield and try and block you? Are you going to try to elude him? Are you going to take him on and hold your spot? What are you going to do? In this case, didn't have to do any of that. Saw all of his keys, saw the play in front of him, and ran clean to the ball carrier and finished off the play. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going right side here, and that's complete. The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And the Broncos will take over on downs. And Denver getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask. 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand gets into the wrong place.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. A big sea of Jets flying to the football there to make the stop.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
And some space here. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down and about the length of the football. And it looks like this will likely be the last play before we hit the 2-minute warning.
Let's see if they can sneak one more good play in before the 2-minute signal.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. Brief break in the action here. Back with more of the AFC Championship game after this. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or a man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He sets to fire deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
They'll run with Henry. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. A stampede of Broncos there that time combined to get him down. They'll look to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
And maybe expecting a throw. They're going to look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. And with the snow here, maybe asking too much of the kicker to try a field goal. So instead, offense on the field, they'll go for it on 4th down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. So as they take it over, we step aside. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And that is Super Bowl. As we send you on to Orlando, we hook back up with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken just inside the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Joey Bosa in there for the sack, and he's closing in on that all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Finding time. Looking deep downfield. So they took a shot there on 3rd down. Couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
But it's not been the best game for him. But he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
44-yard punt, return of 9. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Henry out of the pistol. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Buying time to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Matt Darr now. He'll boot it away from about his 35.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And the Jets set to take the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. they've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And there's so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Over the middle, Sharp's got it complete. It's a gain of 14 there. That's good for a Jets first down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Back to throw now on first down. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Second down now after the pass completion.
Here we go.
Back to throw again. It's caught by Coleman. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw again. He's got Evans. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 37 yards. They're going to hurry back to the line now. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Charles on the slant. You always need good ball placement. They got it there.
Brandon, the quarterback, put it.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Jay Prosh, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets have taken the lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Franks now on to kick it away after the touchdown. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Fresh set of downs here.
Now let's go. Blue line it.
They'll set up to throw. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. 60 yards. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. This is why I could never make it as a quarterback at any level, especially the NFL. To have the poise to stay in that pocket, know you're going to take the hit, but still deliver it for a touchdown. Great play.
I have to agree with you on that one. When I see those hits coming, I'm wanting to exit the pocket. I'm getting the heck out of there. Instead, we just saw someone stay in there and make the throw downfield.
Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Five wides in the game, four of them to the right side. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Tajae Sharpe, the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down. 10 yards to go on 3rd. It's a 4-receiver look to the right side. They're going to look to throw. And he connects with Ertz. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Back to throw again. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And coming out now, the Broncos. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
The defense won that play so fast, and I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Deep drop. Going up top. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered. He was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Taken from just outside the 30. Oh, he slipped right by him. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right? And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. They got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Offense readies for a 2nd and 1. Back to throw here. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Here's Matt Darr now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And New York set to take the field. And not great starting field position here for the offense. One receiver to the left is Evans.
No, Jack, Detroit!
One receiver left, 2 to the right. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. He got 29 yards that time.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end, you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get him the football in the passing game. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Back now at the home of the champs here in Denver. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Goes underneath for Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. It's a 1st down. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Well, that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on 3rd down after that sack. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now on 3rd, and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
they don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Escape, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here's Matt Darr now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Taken in at the 11. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
I think the defenders have to feel pretty good. Even though the ball was tipped in the air and could have become a big play for the offense, they actually won one because the guy flinging it today, he's having quite the performance. A couple touchdown passes, almost threw his first interception, but he's throwing it so well, I think Lady Luck was on his side.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. And they're going to speed things up here.
Let's go!
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he connects with Ertz. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
Now on 1st down. Oh, no, he lost the football. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. And now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. Thrown in. Oh, no, he lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. 3rd and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
Yeah, it's such a close game, a very big one. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. Inside the red zone here, they'll look, and this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Derrick Derrick Henry, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Jets have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. And oh, it's blocked. Franks now on to kick it away after the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And he will be marked out right there at the 20-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. And the corner blitz gets him that time as he goes down for a short loss. Time for a break. Back to wrap up the AFC Championship game after this. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Able to shake him off. And his throw is incomplete. And you really can't pin that one on the quarterback, Charles. The O-line, they've got to protect that.
And they know it. That's their meal ticket. They want to take care of the big guy behind them. In this case, they let him down.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Plenty of credit to the defense for not giving up the first down, but offensive coaches will tell their receivers, you've got to know where the sticks are. Run your routes deep enough in order for us to pick that up.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Give him 14 on the play. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. And that's what you've got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it? Right there, those 4th down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living, and that's where he has to make plays to help his team. And no one is asking him to do anything more or less than do exactly.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And now out come the Jets. They have the 3-point lead. Defense did their job. Now, late game. Although it looks good, you know the coaches, they haven't counted this as a victory yet.
I agree with you totally. Big applause for the defense, but no one is taking their headset off on the sidelines. They don't believe this game is over. The offense has to...
Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Second down following the run. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They come up in an offset eye. Now it's Henry. So a nice job to break. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll set up to throw. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And he did get it back, I do think. Yes, so no turnover on the punt, and it'll be a 1st down. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So Tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases...
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Joey Bosa in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. And quickly, they get to the line. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And that play is able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left.
It appears that the pressure is affecting him today. Normally, he knows exactly when to get rid of the football. But today, because he's been hit a few times, he's getting rid of it a little bit too quickly.
They'll come out in the pistol. He's back to throw. Rolling to his left. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That one goes for 24 yards. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So here we go. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. And no, he missed it. Oh, my goodness. This win and an AFC championship, they have reached the most hallowed ground in all of sports.
That means they are the best in their conference. What an incredible feeling for this team to go through the entire season and come out on top and now go to the Super Bowl for the right to be called world champion.
Myself and the entire crew will see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.